Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We just took out Auntie Ethel again and rescued a child. So now we are going to take our time to loot this place as well as exploring the other rooms because we kind of rushed in directly through this side wall. So there's a lot of this basement we haven't explored. And if we have time, we will go back and report to the mother that her child's been saved, though presumably by now she knows. Let's see what's left here, though. That was a rough fight, though. Bunch of random stuff. I don't want to look in every single potion storage, whatever, shelf. Just whatever stands out, probably. Which seems to be a whole lot of nothing, actually. You can check out the cauldron. Just yuck. Alright. So be it. Let's go back out here. Yeah, because it was this door that we came through? Or was it cellar door or door? Probably cellar door that we came through. Hello, 5 gold. I will grab you. Thank you. Probably the cellar door we came through. Nope. Where? Okay, that took us to... not here. Here, okay, so those are the 2 doors. Alright, brilliant. Well, now we know. So, we technically came through that door, but they're the same. There isn't a room over here that we can see. So yeah, the only way in was through here. That's weird to me. Because it felt really awkward to get in there by blowing up the barrels. I was sure there was a side route that would get us over to where we were going. This almost feels like there should be a secret door there as well. But alright. There's definitely a door here. Can we go through? Did we pick up a key? We did not. Well, Astarion, you can deal with this, I'm sure. DC 20. It's a pretty difficult door. I guess since he has a minimum of a 10, it was already a guaranteed success. I keep forgetting about the minimum 10s when I see a range that's listed. I need to add 9 to that to know what his minimum actually is. Oh, there was a trap on that door. Would have been nice if you'd let me know that, Astarion.
One day I'll catch a break.
Also, it's a good thing that she didn't have any mushrooms back here. Alright, Astarion, we're going to take you in the lead as usual in heavily trapped locations.
Traps. How considerate.
Yeah, DC 15, so he's going to be getting a 23 minimum, if I'm mathing correctly. Yeah. Disarm the tripwire, please. Yeah, if she'd had some additional mushrooms tucked back here, we'd have been super screwed.
Let's be quick.
Traps.
Another whispering mask.
It definitely looks cursed enough to be a hag's lair.
Yeah, I don't know if all of these are set off just by that single tripwire, so I'm going to keep destroying them as we find them. Beholder Iris. Wow. Beholders are no joke. Are there going to be other enemies here that we have to deal with? Because if so, I don't know if I want to send Astarion on his own. Hello, chest. And a cauldron that's trapped. At least the orange glow usually means trapped. So probably going to want to send you up there. Check that out.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Someone's
Disarm that, please. I wonder if this is a portal to go back to the previous area. Probably not. By previous area, I mean where we met her before. because it would be logical for her to have a connection there, but also I don't think the game wants us returning to that region.
A trap.
Yep.
Someone doesn't
These
like
are all
this.
traps, so I'm hoping you can see them all in order to disarm them all. Yeah, because we can't disarm them until he recognizes that they're traps.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Yep.
Be careful. There are traps about.
One more. And then another locked door to another room we haven't explored yet. Ah, that's where I was expecting a room to be. So I was, in fact, correct.
Easy.
Alright. Let's see. We've got a chest here. Can't see through the walls. Head on in, please. There we go. I was noticing this wall is a bit broken looking, so we probably can break that wall. So that probably was another way in, is jump up here, break that wall by attacking it maybe. Okay. I think we're good to regroup with the rest of the team and then explore around together.
Not as bad as it could have.
Let's check this sack. Since you highlight, you have nothing in you. Pile of sacks. Rotten cheese. Lovely. Lost time. It's a potion. Butterflies in the stomach. A mother's loathing. Yeah, she had a bunch of these random potions last time as well, that I never really figured out what
Soft as my feet can
they
carry me.
were, because I don't think they gave good descriptions of what they do. Yeah, lost time, it's just a potion. We can drink it, but it doesn't tell me what it does, so I've just been holding on to all the previous ones as well, as opposed to normal potions that tell you what they do specifically. Though, a thing that's continued to annoy me is that potions, when you craft them here, don't tell you what they do. So I can look at Potion of Healing here and it just gives me the description, but not what it does. Even if I highlight here, nothing. I don't understand that. Like, why does the game not tell me? Like, I can guess what a Potion of Featherfall does, but some of these other things are less clear. Like, Elixir of the Colossus, I don't know. How exactly does that work? It feels like the sort of thing, Tadpole Elixir. Stimulates the pineal gland in the brain, unlocking malevolent power. That could be useful. I don't know. It's just, why doesn't it tell me here? If I crafted it, just for example, if I craft one of these, Tadpole Elixir, then I go to my inventory, Tadpole Elixir, then from here, it'll tell me, gain psionic weakening and psionic enrichment, replacing effects from other elixirs when drunk. Why is that not listed in the alchemy section? I don't understand. It's an odd choice. Like, there are some decisions... Baldur's Gate is a fantastic game that I've had a blast with, but there's some odd decisions that don't make a ton of sense to me. That being one of them. Oh dear. Just saw all those suddenly. Starion, can you get up here? No, Starion, please.
What now?
Can you get up here? Can you jump onto the mushrooms?
How about this? Go.
And head over here, jump up to there.
Traps.
Yeah, I figured out there's traps here. Yeah, I think mainly it's the alchemy not telling me, as well as the fact that the
Be careful.
alt highlight...
There are traps about.
I asked you to disarm that one, not set it off.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Also the fact that, yeah, the highlighting doesn't highlight everything is weird to me. couple of small things like that.
Hardly a challenge.
Yeah, sorry, Astarion. Nothing is hardly a challenge at this point for you. That glows, but it's not marked as trapped. I can't disarm it. Odd.
Still breathing.
Alright, the rest of you.
Despite everything, don't waste a step. Wary. This place is
Oh.
trapped.
Now you can see that that's trapped. Alright, Astarion. Go disarm this trap, please.
No time to rest.
I don't know why I do all my looting with Varric. Just in case there's story stuff, I'd rather he be the one doing it, even though there's unlikely to be story stuff related to random chests.
Don't mind if I do.
Bunch of fangs. Earthen bottle. No. Vitriol of shadowroot sac. Ooh, mind flayer parasite specimen. Hello. I guess.
No thanks.
Yeah, it's glowing like it's a trap, but
No thanks.
guess not. Alright, time to head back down. Let's regroup. You all can jump, I'm sure.
No traps.
Pouch has stuff in
please.
it. A poisoned apple, perfect. A ball, and a copper band. Probably shouldn't carry around the poisoned apple because I will probably... I doubt I'll do anything useful with it, so it's just going to be clogging up my inventory, or I'll accidentally eat it. Survival failed. Hey, there's probably something to dig here if someone wants to spot it. Lae'zel and Astarion, please? No?
Indolence breeds madness. An efficient path.
You couldn't figure out how to get back down here. Alright. And Astarion.
Tread carefully.
Because if he tried to jump all the way, he'd take damage. So we've got to take a small jump. But it feels like he should have been able to figure that out.
Let's get going.
Alright. If you guys want to try spotting the buried location. They didn't get checks. Is it closer to this side? Okay. Astarion must have gotten his check while walking past, which means we've all failed them. So there's something to dig here, but we don't know what. Oh well.
What's hiding here?
Probably nothing important. I'm guessing rotting food. Or just garbage clothes. Pale pink dye. My favorite.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
So let's see if you can knock down this wall. Oh.
That might be worth a look.
Well. I'm gonna say that's a yes.
A lot of money. Well, in it.
Huh. Cool. So we go down there. Take on the hag. Sorry about that. None of the other people know what's going on, and we pop out with a ghoul and a deva. Oh, man.
If you're here to complain that the booze tastes like piss, I know. Anything else?
I was wondering if you'd have anything to say about the fact that we dealt with everything. I didn't fight drunks, I fought redcaps. Yes. I'm here about the missing girl, we've already dealt with that. You need to leave, Captain Grizzly is a hag, and not anymore. He's your captain alright, I saved her from the hag. So yeah, presumably before going down to fight the hag, we could have gone with that option. Now it seems a little weird. I didn't fight drunks, I fought redcaps.
red cap. One of them pointy-looking fuckers. You know, I thought I saw it.
Magic tickles your senses, the same you felt around the flaming fist in Basilisk Gate. Someone, or something, has tampered with his memory.
Well,
Sorry, mate. Only red near as my patrons' faces when they've had a few too many. Take it easy, yeah?
so yeah. His memory's been tampered with, but it shouldn't get tampered with anymore. Is your captain alright? I saved her from the hag.
Aye. And I didn't lift a finger to save her. It was like I was stuck in a fog. My mind addled from every direction. All I could hear was a voice telling me the captain was safe and well upstairs. Gives me the willies just thinking about it. Captain said you're one of us now. So, far as I'm concerned, you're part of the crew, mate. Welcome to the maid.
Thanks. As long as you don't try and order me about as part of the crew.
Oi, crew or not, no fight.
Yeah, we could talk to the other random patrons. But I think I'm ready to go report back to Laura about her child. Actually, you had heard something. Have you heard any more? Random Zena? Unlike most of the others who knew nothing on the subject.
The hells was that racket inside? Grisly knocking heads again, I bet.
Close, but completely wrong. Alright, so to report back, is she going to be still all the way up here? No. That's for taking on Orin, so we don't want to deal with that. That's Cazador, which I know I have to deal with at some point. Alright, we can talk to the hag survivors, and I want to talk to Laura. Ah! Here. Alright, so you're not that far. I don't know how we know where your home is, but fine. So just basically directly east.
Puke on your uniform.
These boots have seen everything.
One of these houses east of here. Bit northeast. Here. Looks like the door's here. Yeah, Laura's home. You guys are still taking breaks? Come on, kids. Get to work. Nice, her house is facing right towards the street art.
Property of Laura Burgors. Due to family circumstances, we are not accepting visitors at this time.
Oh, man. The ghoul right here is so good. We are missing Shadowheart and the Deva. Alright, Shadowheart, you need a personal invitation? Yeah. What are you doing all the way back here? Come on. Get over here. It's another minor negative with the game is when the characters don't always follow. Because they're so good at following most of the time, so it's always weird when they don't. But it's fine. Alright, regroup up. There we go. Hey, Laura. Wow, your house is in a state. Ventures on the Sea of Fallen Stars.
Mommy! Mommy! It's alright, Vanra. We'll stay right here.
A collection of stories featuring legendary pirates of the Forgotten Realms. A note on the inside cover reads, "Lots of love, Uncle Tim Two Fingers." Gracie Graveheart drew her cutlass and pointed at the evil Lord Buckler. "Your men are defeated, your ship sunk. Free the people of Everwind, and I'll spare your pathetic life." Lord Buckler turned red with anger, but knew he'd been beaten, and so he bowed his head, handing Gracie the key to the secret island of Everwind. The people cheered, crowning Gracie queen, while Gracie continued to sail the Liberty with her daring crew. They made the Hidden Kingdom home. When Gracie died, her crew honored her last wishes, burying their captain on the island and tossing the key into Umberlee's embrace, so that none may torment Everwind the way evil Lord Buckler once did. While Gracie is long gone, they say you can still see the red sails of the Liberty on the horizon, right as the sun is about to rise. Hello, Laura.
You brought her back. You brought back my sweet, sweet girl.
The hag was my problem to deal with. Keep a closer eye on her in the future. You're damn lucky I was here. She almost died. She was inside of a hag's belly. Like, that's as close as you can get. But we don't need to tell her the grisly details. Although, possibly, arguably we should, to help her with dealing with the trauma that her daughter has surely gone through. The hag was my problem to deal with.
It was everything. I'll never forget it. Here. A token from the pirate life I left behind. Thank you for being braver than half this city put together.
You're welcome. Ooh, nice.
We could go for a walk.
Laura was grateful for bringing her daughter home. She thanked us with a small token. We got Amulet of the Wind Rider.
Stay right here.
Ride the Winds. It's a level 3 spell. Transform into a cloud, becoming resistant to all damage. Gains advantage on Constitution, Dexterity. Wow, that is... There we go. And Strength saving throws, and tiny in size. You gain advantage on ability checks and saving throws using Strength, and
That's right.
weapon attacks deal an additional 1d4 damage. We become tiny and a cloud, but we're gaining advantage on strength checks and weapon attacks. Usually when you become smaller, you get disadvantages on strength things. So that's weird. While transformed, the target won't be able to attack, cast spells, or talk. Wait. We gain advantage on ability checks and saving throws using strength, and our weapon attacks deal an additional d4 damage, but we're not able to attack, cast spells. That's very limiting. The fact that we gain a d4 of damage on attacks, but we can't attack, is weird. Summon a strong wind that clears all clouds and pushes creatures back 17 feet, forcing them off balance with a strength save. So someone causes cloud kill. We could use something like that. Not amazing. What about you? Duelist prerogative. It is being cut off. If I do T to see more, it cuts off the bottom half.
How about we bake
That's
some
weird. Okay.
of bacon? Remember?
Elegant duelist. Well, I gotta keep my mouse on it so that the pop-up stays. While your offhand is empty, you score a critical hit when rolling a 19. More of you gain an additional reaction per turn. So this is a rapier. On a hit with a melee weapon, use a reaction to deal additional necrotic damage equal to your proficiency bonus. Challenge to a dueler's enthusiasm. I don't think we have anyone that's going to be using a rapier. Potentially Astarion could, but since it needs to have his offhand free,
Everything's going to be
it's not worth it.
I promise. Mommy. That's...
I mean, maybe Shadowheart could use a rapier.
Mommy is here.
Challenge to duel. Challenge an enemy to attack only you, inflicting bleeding to the target. And while you're not dual wielding, you can make an additional melee attack with the dueler.
You hungry, sweet girl?
No. So you give up a bonus action to get a second main action attack. Probably not. Thanks for both, but I'm probably not going to use either of them, ever.
What path lies before me?
Is there anything up here? There is. I'm going to keep searching your house.
Go for a walk? Would you like that? Mommy! Mommy!
We can steal from her chest. I think I'm not going to steal from you. Feels like you've been through enough lately. The fact that your child appears to only be able to say the words mummy is a bit worrying. Are you still not following us?
Everything is going to be alright. I promise.
Shadowheart?
That's That's right.
Like, I'm noticing the rest of the party is moving around as we move, but she is again standing still. I can direct you, and the rest of the party seems to follow.
Let's move.
But you don't want to follow us.
You hungry, sweet girl?
You're probably gonna need to restart the game. Because that's weird. Let's talk to you.
A sight for sore eyes.
Anything? No. Did that reset whatever's going on with you? Doesn't seem to have. Alright, weird.
Would you like that?
I don't know.
It's alright, Vanda.
So now we need to report back to the hag survivors. They're to the south. Yeah, basically directly south. I guess we'll have Shadowheart take the lead.
On I go. Find yourself a stage, why don't you? And happy. Drama with you.
They're all just chilling here. With the various crabs and whatnot around.
Still alive. So that's
Hey,
progress.
Marina.
She's dead, isn't she? Ethel is dead.
Yes, finally, or how did you know? Yeah, how did you know?
I felt it, I think. It was like a piece of glass had been lodged in my chest and was finally pulled free. And the girl? You saved her, right?
Yes, she's traumatized but alive. Of course. Sure did. All in a day's work. She's traumatized but alive. They could probably use your help.
Thank the gods! You hear that, Connor? Ethel is dead. Oh, you didn't change back? You're still a zombie. I thought
Yeah.
with Ethel gone. Never mind. I'll find another way to turn you back. Somehow.
Persuasion. He's never going to be human again. You have to let him go. Help me take down Ethel. Give yourself time to celebrate. Yeah, I killed Ethel for you. I expect a reward now. Wow. I certainly don't think there's a way to turn a zombie into a living person. I think there are ways to kill a zombie and then true resurrection them with a high enough resurrection spell. Like, I think a lot of the low-level resurrection spells have caveats that they don't work if they've been turned into an undead. But I think there's some spells, certainly something like Wish, could bring him back. But I think he has to be, re-killed first. And they're probably outside of her monetary capabilities. So do I just tell her, let him go? Part of me thinks so. Like, she needs to grieve and accept the fact that he's been gone for a while now. And that zombie isn't him. Or do I just ignore it and tell her to celebrate? I think she can do what she wants with her husband. She's intelligent enough to know that he's undead. She's got a cleric, paladin, something with her. They can work it out. You help me take down Ethel. Give yourself time to celebrate.
Only a little. But it'll be nice to finally sleep with both eyes shut. Thank you.
Rare to see such good cheer from a group of people so down on their luck. Still, good cheer is what we received in abundance when we told them of Ethel's defeat at our hands. Face Semblance Amulet. You have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. I mean, that's pretty good. It's not...
I will grow stronger.
Yeah, it's not something I'm going to use because I prefer to get the additional 5 damage on my cantrips. Yeah. But I bet you someone else in my party could benefit from that. What do you have? Yeah, like, she literally never uses either of those. Ray of Fear, Wounding Ray. Astarion doesn't even have an amulet. And you have... spell slot restoration that I never use. But I could if I ever remembered it. I might give it to Astarion, because currently he's got the risky ring that gives him disadvantage on all saving throws. So this would give him advantage on those select few saving throws. If I can find it. It was something Fey, right? So, yeah. That means, at least on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws, he's making those checks at a flat dice roll, no longer at disadvantage. And that sounds pretty good to me.
And what if it doesn't work?
And I think this is a reasonable stopping point. A bit shorter than usual, but the last episode was a lot longer, so it probably evens out. What do I want to do next while we're here in the city? There's still more exploration I can do. We haven't found the zombie for Philgrave's mansion that we were supposed to find. I think it's a zombie. So probably keep exploring near the water's edge. We do have a quest out here. Right, the Steelwatch Foundry. I'm going to hold off on Cazador and going after Orin, at least for now. At some point, we will take on the Steelwatch Foundry, at least explore it. I think I'm going to take on the Steelwatch Foundry, then... what's his face? Whose name is escaping me again. How does this keep happening? Gortash. Man, my brain is not all the way there. Yeah, take on the Steelwatch Foundry. Once they're defeated, take on Gortash. And once Gortash has been defeated... Oh, right. 9 Fingers. That's also an interesting one that we should check out. Yeah, but once Gortash is defeated, then we'll take on Orin. I think. That's the order that makes the most sense to me, because I don't want Halsin to die. And I'm hoping that she'll honor her promise, even though that's asking for a lot, and not kill Halsin if we take out Gortash first. But Foundry's probably going to be a while. I might want to swing by here next episode as well. We've been in the area and talk to the guild, 9 Fingers at the guild hall, to potentially try and get their help with locating Minsk, I think, as well as potentially helping us with the absolute fight that's going to happen. I don't know. There's a lot going on. But I think for now, we're going to just keep exploring some of the Fog of War. But that'll be next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you then. Bye.